Anyway, I'm gonna start the recording, and we're gonna have the champion draft soon between those two teams, and it's the fight of the week, it's the fight of the month, it's the fight of the regular season. It's pretty clean.
Throughout the year so far. These, as you said, are our finals rematch where KC 3-0 G2 in very surprising fashion.
Well, I think G2 kind of has to prove that
it's pretty interesting. It's gonna be a game to be remembered, but who knows? Maybe G2, maybe they got their shit together. It seems that they did. I've read some interviews of players like Broken Blade being like, I think we figured it out, guys. We figured out the key of life. And I'm like, okay, maybe. If it was any other team like SK saying like, okay, guys, okay, we got it. We know what's going on. We know how to win every game. We have understood the game. We have, like an AI, got a bunch of data in, and then we're basically being the best players ever. I would be like, not cap, bro. Cap, okay? Cap. But there is no cap because there is caps. So that's like that's how it works. That's how it works normally. So here I believe G2, they can do it. They can win. They can get back. But I also believe that KC, they are actually really good this season. They're actually doing so great. So great. They have the same gate, almost the same win rate as Fnatic. They're doing really good, but they are losing some games here and there. Not some match, but some games. So, like, for example, against Vitality yesterday, they lost a game. And I'm gonna say it like that. It's just like some games, who knows? Some games like KC, they're not at their max, they're not at their best, but their best is definitely at the same level or even better sometimes as G2 in what we have right now, which is a G2 that has a couple of losses here and there against teams that we don't really expect. Like, for example, I think they lost against Heretics or something. It's really weird. Anyway, we're gonna start with a Jace and Maokai ban. Once again, those characters are so fucking OP. Always ban. Rumble, we can't expect that as well. We know. But we still have the Gnar, the Korean Gnar for Kana. Oh, they're gonna ban that as well. Azir, once again, Azir, really great mid laner. Caps is really known for his Azir as well. He has played the characters a bunch, and he knows all his ins and outs. And once again, Yone, and Talia. So we have the jackpot of the characters that are like mostly banned most of the times. Talia a little bit less. Talia, we see her a little less. She was played in one of the games of Vitality, an SK, and Varus for the first pick. Varus on G2's side, and are they gonna pick the Korean Gnar? And no. Against Broken Blade.
From Yike as well, and it looks like that is going to be it.
Funny, in the past, I did not like Yike's vibe, but he's obviously been putting in the reps. It was insane, wasn't it? It's not often that I've said that about him, but now he's most played champion at 7 games.
Ooh. So Yike loves junglers like that, like Vi, that can do a lot of damage, they can have a lot of impact, and they can basically like almost like carry on their own. Even though it's not the best for team fights, it's still really good. And Yike is great on his Vi. We have a Nico, probably Nico support, but who knows, maybe mid lane. But talking about on Nico, we've seen Niski on Nico, who's done a great ult, a 4-man ult at some point that was really cool. And ooh, Skewmont taking a Zen Azar. Another pick that would have been great for Yike, but seemed to be really neat in this situation and do a lot of stuff. And yeah, basically great choice for G2, and Lebrov gonna get a a Nautilus. A Nautilus that is also a character that is usually banned, that has a lot of CC, is gonna be peeling the Varus really, really well. And great engage once again. On the other side, we have a Kesa, another really great ADC, usually picked in those type of games, in this type of meta. And that does have a lot of CCs for now, from just Vi and Nico alone. The Victor is banned. Victor from Arcane. We see both teams didn't pick their mid laners yet, so they're probably going to ban a bunch of mid laners yet again. Yet again, we're going to see those mid laners out of the game, unless Nico is the mid laner, and that's a bait. Who knows? Who knows? And that's an Ambessa Middarda ban, because Kana has played a bunch of Ambessa before, and he's really good. He's really good with her. I mean, Kana is basically good with most, if not all, of the top laners these days. But at the same time, Ambessa is definitely one of the one to be worried of. And Hui is huge. They need a lot of AoE damage in the G2 side, and Hui and Victor would have been probably one of the best choices they have. But it's not gonna be opened this time. Meanwhile, just the fact that they have Nico is already great for KC. Great. An Ares band. That means the Korean Gnar is available. It's probably gonna be an AP mid laner, because we won't have a lot of AP damage. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Or maybe an AP top. AP top like Gwen? Gwen top? Kana Gwen top? Silas mid! Yo, Silas mid! That's huge. That's huge. Great ults to steal. The ult from, for example, the Varus is great. From the Nautilus is great. From the jungler is not too bad. Not too bad. And then we have a Jax. Ooh, Jax on the top lane. So we have the matchup on the top lane. It's probably the one that we were waiting for. And Galio mid. And a Korean Gnar? Korean Gnar? Oh, Aatrox Korean Gnar! Kana on his Gnar, he's really, really good. Some might say he's the Gnar god, the GG, because it's basically what we type in the chat when we see him play Gnar. We know the game is already over, basically. This is what seems to be the case in this game. I really like the comp from KC's side, but at the same time, a lot of CC, a lot of control, and only the ADC that is going to be peeled to the death by G2. They have this one main DPS and then 4 people to peel him. The only one range, basically. Only one range character in the G2 team. That's gonna be worrying. It's kind of like a juggernaut comp. Like a juggernaut comp, in a way. Not really, but like, you know what I mean. And on the side of KC, it feels way more versatile in terms of who's doing the damage, who's engaging. I don't know. The engage in G2 side is also really great.
Well, the only thing I'll say to add on to that is I'm just sad this is only a 3-game series. Our grand final remake from Winter. Our top teams already locked into the top 4.
Get me some food and give her some.
To lock in a semblance of hope in the top 4 that G2 are in fact back. This best of 3 live in Paris in our final series there will begin now.
And a reminder that top 4 does send you to the upper bracket as well. So very, very nice to try and sit in towards that top 4. But we'll have to see if G2 can find themselves in there. It's not very often. Actually, if at all, we've seen G2 end up outside of the top 4. I don't think, they've never ended up outside of the top 4.
That's right,
so
they've never.
It'd be interesting if this would be the first time in their history G2 still make playoffs but only by the skin of their teeth. Whereas for KC, at 8-1 potential scoreline, a statement coming off the back of first act.
Fnatic sitting behind them 7-2. They could finish over Fnatic. And KC would have first pick of the litter as well.
Okay. And the game starts. No engage, no invades. It's just everything's going as planned. Pretty cool.
Like KC, this looks like Vitality from last game. A lot of go buttons stacked up that I'm seeing. You know, the ability to dive off repeat, the ability to isolate one target and nuke.
Okay, little early trade from Broken Blade, but that doesn't seem to go really his way. Pretty even trade. And oh, mate, he's going back in. He's going back in. He knows. He knows.
Oh.
Gotta get the early lead because Kana is playing a ranged top laner. As we know, top laners, they hate the range. They hate it.
So ends up pushing that way very, very effectively.
Already. It just reminds me of him going up against Broken Blade in the finals as well. Quick reminder, as Skumon's coming in, we're going to hold that point for a little bit later. Targus has nowhere to go. Dredge line, it is so easy.
Oh.
G2, and the crowd goes very
nice. G2 got a first blood, really clean on Targamas from a gank. And as you know, like just the fact that you have a support like Nautilus can allow you to get those ganks that are really clean, really easy, get in, get outs, giving the engage for the jungler to just come in and just finish the job really easily. It's not the most important kill for G2, but that's still a lead nonetheless. And on the ADC as well could be bad.
Broken Blade trying to see if he can get that little bit more damage here as well, but yeah, I think this is where again you'll probably see that kind of support. Try and help out Kana there from Yike as he goes for his reset, but I think now with the bot lane already very far behind, Yike's going to have his work cut out from the fact that you already have that early kill going across. Means you
anyway, right now we are in a situation where KC, they want to get some kills. They want to start doing some things because right now they're just hanging there. They're just suffering, I guess, in a way. Even though Kana's kind of winning his lane pretty hard, but it doesn't mean anything if they don't start to get some gold and get some kills. Ooh, Caps is in a dangerous situation. He does have a flash. He's not going to use it. He's going to save it for the next time. He does have a TP, though. That means he can go back. But he doesn't seem to want to. So he's just going to stay in the lane. Has too much to lose. Too much farm. But those two minions, he just finishes and backs. Because he can have the advantage of the timing. Basically, maybe get a cheater recall without needing to TP. Oh, yeah, he does TP. He does TP in the end. Does TP.
And what he has to offer in this lane. Bami Cinder already picked up for a bit of wave clear, and we start approaching level 6. Half the way there for mid laners. Bot lane is still quite low. I mean, Hans Sama has just kicked over 4.
Ooh, nope. Nice try of engage from Abrav, but he didn't get the real Nico. He got a minion. That happens. That happens.
Yeah, I think now at this stage you can kind of see where Yike is. He's going to move up towards topside, and this is where
ooh, Yike is gonna try to get a gank on Broken Blade. It's not gonna happen though because their ward was here, and we see that those two teams, they're just really wary about each jungler and like what they could do. They know what type of like menace they can be to each other. The two teams are definitely really good. They know they're really good. They're not underestimating their opponent at all. G2 has always been one of those teams that are on top of the EU scene, but KC recently, they managed to have a chance against them, win some games, and great flash from Lebrov. It's probably gone, probably dead, probably the end for Targamas. But not only Targamas, also Vladdy that dies, and that's 3 kills. The 3 first kills already for G2. Meanwhile, there's a fight in the top lane. It's not gonna end in much. G2 has a great early game there. It's like it's a pretty decent lead of 1,000 gold. They don't have any objectives yet, but it's still something. It's still something that is not negligible in those type of games with teams that are that good, that they get use any type of lead they can get into winning the game, into snowballing. So having 3 kills, it means having a part of the Feast of Strengths. It means having some gold. It's great. It's great for G2. What am I gonna say? But at the same time, KC, they managed to sneak in a Drake. Sneak in the first Drake without having to fight for it. That's great for KC. Having the first objective, they can cope with that. They can cope with the fact that they didn't get any kills. They didn't get much gold. But at least they got this Drake. And that's okay. That's okay. In terms of gold balance, I guess, in terms of like who got the gold and who doesn't, the jungler Skumon and the ADC Hansama, they got the gold. They got the kills. And Hansama is probably going to be the big problem in this game because they really want him to be fed because he's going to be the most damage the biggest damage dealer in this whole thing. He's going to be doing the damage. He's going to be the one being how do you call that already? I forgot the word. Peeled. He's gonna be the one being peeled like an orange. There we go. That's what I wanted. It's gonna be the one being peeled by his full melee characters, melee teammates. So if he is in that good of a situation already, having 500 gold lead, it's gonna be a huge problem for KC. They're not gonna be able to finish to kill him easily. He's gonna do a lot of damage. He's gonna massacre basically the whole team. Oh, Lebrov dies. Lebrov maybe dies. Maybe he's gonna die. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. But at the same time, Yike pays the price. And Killis finished the job. He got the shutdown on Hansama after Hansama got the his third kill. So that's huge for Killis, but that's still not the best of situations because Hansama managed to get a kill in the end. But all the kills in KC's side are packed in the ADC as well. It's not enough to catch up in terms of gold, but it's still a great situation to be in. And the CC from the ult of Hansama right in the border of the range of the tower is huge. Great play from Hansama. It's impressive how he managed to get that timing, to get that spatial awareness of the map, of the tower range. That's great play. It's still not too bad for KC. They managed to get 2 kills from that. For only 1 for G2, but G2 still has a healthy 1.2k lead. A couple of plates here and there are gonna be taken. 1 plate for Kana. But yeah, the game is. We see that the game is way closer than what we've seen with Vitality SK. A lot less happens, but when it happens, that's huge.
Suddenly, someone else shows up in your lane, and you got this big AOE knock-up and a shield.
That's huge.
Both sides gonna be taking it fairly easy, and you're just looking to farm it up.
Okay. Ooh, nice sidestep from Kilist. He knows the ways. He knows the ways.
Show us Calist again.
Show us Kilist again. Damn.
I've been following his emote journey because obviously there's a couple of people in the league like 113.
Yeah, the emote journey from Kilist is fucking crazy.
But Calist is an emote spammer as well. FF, but where's the tongue?
No, there's creeps there. He's got to lock in.
Sorry, no, not yet. They'll come later. Kana gonna ulti, broken blade. Counter strike, jumps back in. Ulti for ulti. Kana, he's gonna run out of Meganar soon, but broken blade just pushing him away.
Yeah, I mean, just happy to trade.
Okay.
You've got a nice lead already for Kana off of some of the turret bases.
Right now, like, the game is still really close. Less than a 1k lead for G2. The game just happens pretty chill, pretty slowly. Kana's really going to be in a 1v2 situation. Can Hansama stand him? I don't think it's going to be his goal. I don't think they can actually dive Agnar. And, ooh, Skewbon gets an engage, and Targamas is gonna be enough. Targamas ults, but he's really fucking low. He flashes out. Yike gets the ult in, but they can't really damage Skewbon because he was on ult. And then the Galio comes in. Caps just finished the job on Yike. They had just way more follow-up, and the CC was too much that they couldn't really stop it from happening. G2, they have such great coordinations in those situations. And just not enough damage to finish the job, not enough peeling to protect the important members. And Targamas almost died there. Had to sacrifice his flash and his ult and his heal. All of it to just let the Ike dies. And as he dies, he's the jungler. That means that's a free Drake for G2. They got 2 objectives out of 3. If they get the 3rd one, they get the Feast of Strength, and that's starting to be a dangerously high lead.
You know that meme where you throw Barney Grumble out of the bar, Mo throws him out, and then he appears behind him again? Yeah, that's Caps.
I mean, I think the biggest fault that Caps has had has been like constantly getting ganked in mid and dying to them, right? We saw that first gank by Yike didn't go well. Caps was just on a far tankier mid laner that is much easier to, well, I won't say easier to escape on, but also,
okay, Kana is like mostly the only one that has a lead on his opponents. As usual, Kana never disappoints. He has a lot of damage, but it's not enough to actually kill in a 1v1 situation. The damage from Skewbon is insane. He's wasting the ult of Targamas so easily, and that's a huge ult to waste for any fights. It's doing a lot of work. So, it's really impressive to see how he just forces it. He just forces it like that.
Kana with no ulti up. Walks it back. Labrov here to help out. And it's a leap away from Kana, but he is on the edge of trying to solo kill Broken Blade. It has been nice, you know, both top laners have been like 200 HP perma this game.
They really just want to battle it out, but at the moment it is still Kana getting a lot of these leads and kind of getting this early control. As we say, like Broken Blade will eventually scale into the matchup as he kind of ticks over to like level 13, level 14, has 2 items completed, but for the moment it is not so pretty for him. But I think this is where, again, like Labrov can make the difference, which is like this. You get push on mid, open up for a move up towards the top side, and at the moment, it would just be looking for Rift Herald as spawn, but you're still getting control, vision control, and getting access to River, which is really what G2 are looking for here.
Yike sneaking in, though. Before we talk about the River, we must talk about what's happening on
Yike's trying to get in there. Maybe. Nope, Broken Blade is just not here. No opportunity. Oh? Broken Blade? No.
He's charging up, but look at Broken Blade. He knows his jungler. He knows his old jungler.
Oh! Yes! Yes! Great engage from Kana! And he just gets the kill on Broken Blade. And that's the first actual win. Actual win of KC. I mean, they did get 2 kills for 1, but this is like the first actual free thing they got from a catch. And right now the goal difference is not that big, but they do have 2 objectives out of 3 in G2 side. If they get, for example, this simple Herald, that would be the end. And Kana He needs to get this tower. He needs to get this tower to just be able to guarantee the feats of strength. At least, like, have a chance to get him. He just can't do it. Scumon's defending it way too well. At the same time, the tower in the bot side for KC is probably gonna fall soon from the hands of Caps. That's really worrying. Worrying for KC as G2s. They're taking this Herald. They're taking it, all right. They're taking it. They're taking it. There we go.
Hello.
3 objectives. Hello. 3 objectives. G2 get the feats of strength. They don't have that much of a lead in terms of gold, but in terms of objectives, it's a whole other discussion. Of course, G2, that's a great team. They know what to do with those leads that are not that big in appearance, I guess, but actually can do a lot in the end when you are against a team that is around the same level as you and kinda just doing some damage, doing some trades against Broken Blade. Can he really win? Broken Blade seems kind of fed, and he's not alone. He's not alone. He's not alone. He is not alone. And he just can't get away. Scumon saving Broken Blade once again. Just seems that KC, they're close to win stuff, to win trades, to get kills here and there, but it just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. We're still waiting on an actual team fight to happen between the two teams to really know what's going on, who is gonna win, because right now it's just people, it's just the junglers, the support catching and creating opportunities here and there. Not much fight between multiple players at the same time, but considering the team of G2, I am really scared for KC in terms of team fighting. The damage, the Hansama has a lot of gold, Scumon has a lot of gold, and it's probably going to be enough in terms of gold itself, in terms of like the items and builds to just win team fights. You just protect Hansama, and then you win. It's basically as simple as it seems. It's as simple as that. So KC will need to just play way better to actually win those fights, to find engages. For example, with the ult of Gnar, the ults of Vladi stealing, for example, like Nutless ults, Galio ults, and the ult from the Nico as well. That's really complicated. Oh, Labrov, he's kind of alone. Nope, he is safe. He is safe. He's just taking a little bit of damage. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. And meanwhile, they're still getting objectives here and there. The tower in the bot side gets destroyed by Broken Blade. And in 19 minutes of a game, only 1.7k lead. Oh, an engage on Caps. Is he gonna be dead? I don't think it's gonna be the case. Caps is way too tanky. At the same time, Labrov managed to grab Targamas, and they get away. They get away. It's probably gonna be a first tower for G2 in the mid lane.
Without much pressure back from KC, you see he kind of wanted to try and go for the tier 1 on bottom side, but with Caps and Broken Blade having those teleports available, you know he can't really go for it. So still, Rift Herald available for G2, and this time it could be used on towards something like a tier 2 tower, as Adakan is available as well.
Oh.
Right, that Adakan probably going to be the next
Oh,
baby zombie got you.
Yep.
I was about to call you out for terrorizing the village. Then you died, so it
oh,
worked
Scumon
out.
gets some Killis. Killis tries to ult instantly and it flashes out, but is it gonna be enough? No! Skumon is just a beast, stabbing people left and right. And Killist has no chance. And as he dies, G2's probably gonna start the Atacan. They can't really stop. They can't really be stopped by KC. They don't have the damage to stop them. And with the amount of tanks, I mean, like tanky people they have, they can just finish the Atacan that easily, not care about the consequences. Clean gameplay from G2. They just want to play it safe, play it as they've always done before KC happened to be actually good at the game in this season. And oh, Yike gets in there, tried to get his blue, but nope, it's not his jungler anymore. He is not in that situation. He can't really escape, and yeah, he gets killed in 1v4. And what the fuck is going on? Broken Blade? Okay, Broken Blade. Okay. Bro, that was clean. Okay, Broken Blade. The emote, the dead emote. Okay.
He pressed you, but no one's fist bumping him. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, it's the... If you look at this game and look at the gold and look at the objectives, you don't feel the lead that G2 has. But if you know the two teams, if you know what's going on, if you look at the comps, you're like, okay. It seems that KC is already in a situation that they can't really go back from. And it's not, we can't really say for sure, but it already seems like G2's gonna win. And funny enough, like, no, not let's go G2, I am French.
Let's go
G2.
Let's allez, Carminale.
We are G2.
They get a Drake, a second Drake. That means they both have the same amount of Drakes, even though G2 got the grubs, which changes kind of this perspective. And they also got Atacan. That's huge. Have a lot of things. Can we finally see a team fight 5v5 in a real situation? Oh, Targamas getting caught, and once again, he has become a criminal in 2077 because he's getting caught. And ooh, Skumon, he's just on a killing spree. He's just locking in. He's basically playing like deathmatch. He's like, he sees a player, gets in there, kill him, and then he sees another one, gets in there, kill him. He's just unstoppable at this point. He's too big to fail. 405, 2.4k lead on his opponent. He has more than half of the lead that they have against KC on his own. And here I thought maybe Hansama's gonna be the carry of this game. Skumon is actually showing off that he can do things. He can actually perform. And he's the actual carry in this game. See, he's like going right for Vladdy after that. Guessing where the enemy is. And Yike is getting engaged, and now Skumon get the kill. At this point, nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop him. Stop it. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Full KC. Doesn't really matter. They're just not gonna be a top one of the leaderboard. And for G2, it doesn't matter either. It's just they're trying to make a statement of, guys, we're not the same G2 you fought last season. We're not the same G2 you won against in the LEC splits in the final. Not the same G2 that allowed you to go into first stand. We have understood what was going on, what went wrong with our gameplay in this new format of of pro play with the first stand and with those new changes like Atakan, and now we are ready to be on the same level as those teams, as Fnatic and as KC, and just be right back on the top of the leaderboard, claiming back our throne. They're just proving that they're still here. They're still the top tier team that they used to be, and that it's not the end. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. At this point, I don't think KC had any chance to win this first game. But considering how they played the whole start of the game, the whole early game, I think that KC still has the level to win against G2. It's just gonna be really, really hard, because they need to win 2 games in a row after this game, and get the lead. Kalist is probably gonna get the kill against Broken Blade. Oh, never mind. Broken Blade! Shh! What? Okay, never mind. Okay, BB. Okay. Bro, G2, they're just unstoppable. After they got their lead, now they just can't be stopped. And this is such those type of games of like, okay, we want to win, but we also want to show off. We're not gonna play safe for the sake of playing safe, okay? That's crazy. And we gotta think about this. Like, Broken Blade, he's the one in G2 team that is the weakest member right now in this game. He's the only member that doesn't have a lead on his opponent. Ooh, Vladdy, can they actually kill Skumon before he escapes and before they die? Oh my god, Skumon survived. And Broken Blade is in there. He has his stun, he has his damage, he's the Jax, he's doing the thing, and Skumon survived. Even if KC just jump on him 3v1, it doesn't even matter. It's not enough to finish the jungler. They thought they could maybe kill Skumon, get the Baron, and get a little comeback, but that's not gonna happen. G2's not gonna let them do that. And at this point, I think G2's just sealing the deal, finishing what they started. Having a 7.1k lead at this point is not gonna be comebackable for KC. Just have too much gold, too much objectives.
The damage just isn't there. Vladdy has to flash away because of Broken Blade coming in to help out. Skumon not getting hit by the heroic entrance either, and KC, they're just running for the hills. They needed that to work, and it just wasn't quite enough.
Caps is a nuisance. Broken Blade is tanking out too.
Okay.
Sonya's coming next.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Just let's go to the next game already. Come on. We know what's gonna happen. We know. G2's just gonna win this game for free.
Do you know the big?
You don't need to make us wait for that. Okay. You don't need, I'm sorry for the screen share. There we go. You don't even have to try. It's always a good time.
That is also going to be pretty impactful.
Health gives you levels. Levels give you health. That's what I bet. Yeah.
But also, like, his third auto attack is healing him because of his passive.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of healing in that Zinza's kit as well. So, yeah, and like, Skumon has had an absolute stormer of a game, and now just gets to ride that across the victory line.
Yeah.
It's soon going to become hard for the fans that live over this first.
KC, the KC fans, they're just not gonna recover from this. I think a game that is like that much of a stomp for G2. And at the first game in the KC arena, on their land.
Thinking, maybe I go
I think it's gonna do not only like great for the reputation of G2, like they're really back, but also it's gonna be huge mental damage for the
Emotional
KC team.
damage.
Mental damage, yeah. Emotional damage in DBS. Emotional damage.
Jumping into G2 with the amount of CC
Jumping into G2, yeah. The clone. I don't think KC can do anything there. They're really stuck, suffering. Not suffering, but like they just gotta deal with what G2's throwing at them, but they can't really take engages, like take opportunities. Oh, Kana gets engaged on one person. They get one kill. That's not gonna be enough though. Kalist starting to do damage, but he's getting there a bit too close to the opponents, but he's scared. He's scared for a reason. Oh, yike! Okay. They get 2 kills. 2 kills. It's not the end. Not the end yet. Not the end yet. Who knows? I don't believe, but who knows? I don't believe. But does that mean this doesn't mean the soul for KC. They have 3 Drakes, but the next Drake is in 1 minute and 30 seconds. He's not gonna have time. But they did manage to get one small engage on Lebrov, and from this engage they managed to just keep going on caps. Uncaps, and Yike manages to get this ult at the right timing. Zozonia, and then they just can't do anything. They gotta run away and just leave caps behind. And the lead that was 7.1k lead is now back to 4.6. This is huge for KC. This is huge for KC, and considering that the 2 people that actually have a lead on their opponent are the ADC, Callus, that is gonna do most of the damage. Gotta be protected by his team, and also Kana that is actually really strong right now. Even though he's only in 1, 2, 3, he has 300 CS in 33 minutes. 1, 2, 3, Biba l'Algérie, as we say in France. Ooh, they try to find an engage, but that's not gonna be enough. I don't think Skummon's gonna let himself die. Great engage from Targamas, but it's not gonna be enough. And Skummon is still full life, basically. He's still full life. They did manage to get a kill on Lebrov, but it's not the main target. And Yike is probably gonna lose the 1v1 against Skummon while the rest of the team just dies. Yeah, that was just an illusion. That was a fake hope. Fake hope for KC. They thought they could maybe win, but their engage on Skummon was not enough. They should have known he is so tanky. And at this point, G2 can just basically finish the game. They can just finish the game while Skummon is just chasing Targamas. They just finished the game, and that's a 34-minute clean game for G2. And what's scary about this is, like, it's not just a win for G2. It's not like a close win. It's like, at the start, like, KC was doing great stuff. And, like, you could see that KC was not really doing mistakes. It was more like G2 making great moves. And in the end, just G2 played the game, like, normally. Like, they just won by default. It seems like they just got a little bit of lead here and there, a little bit of resources here and there, a little bit of objectives here and there, and then in the end, it just added up into a snowball that was too big to be handled by KC. So I'm really wondering what's gonna happen in the rest of the series, but it really seems that G2 is just back. Basically, G2 is back.
One that's like, oh, I can't think of the lyrics now because I was just talking about songs before this. But it's the one with like going to the left or whatever it is. I'll find it.
I need help with that.
Yeah, no, I need help in general, to be honest. But yeah, I'll go
We
find
just
it.
want to make the world
It's the one that
change.
plays during our break song. but I
Price
can't think
tag.
of it.
Ain't about the blang,
Lad, we're gonna
blang.
get done for. We're gonna get done for. We can't.
Sorry, copyright.
Poetry. Power outage yesterday. Jake takes us out today.
Yo, the Twitch and YouTube stream. We're sorry about that. All right, we'll go on to pick band. I'm pretty sure there's a Kesha song. I don't know, but it just seemed relevant. Malachi, Misfortune, you guys can see pictures. You know what the champions are. It looks like, again, we're just getting rid of these super big powerhouses in the solo lanes, and especially facilitating junglers for G2.
Yeah, I think the lack of a Varus is definitely going to help out KC because it felt like they just didn't really have an answer for Labrov, kind of using that as his pivot point to move out onto the map and just make things very, very difficult for KC. So I think just having some sort of AD carry with push is going to be kind of important for them. Really something that can contest Hansama on the mid wave. And I like that they're getting rid of the Misfortune because that's kind of the other pick that is very strong at the moment of controlling that mid matchup when it gets to that mid game point. Other thing maybe Ashe, but we'll have to see if that's going to be our higher priority here or whether it gets left to the wayside.
As Talia is the one thing that was banned.
What you thinking, Farron? What you thinking they draft?
And you're missing some good jungle pairings. Pantheon banned.
I have no.
So it feels like, again, priority
No,
feels
it was
like
like.
that hits hard, like Neferi maybe for Yike this game. Could be a thought.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, Sejuani is
I think Targonis goes on a real support,
like the melee mid to try
not
and kill the Sejuani as much.
not Nika.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's maybe we are just looking for something a little bit funky.
Don't know. Do they
Maybe
take
something like the, I mean,
Rel?
yeah, like Wukong is still unavailable.
Maybe.
But, yeah, I think you just take the AD carry here if like an Ezreal or something if you really want to here for Hansama.
Hansama's Ezreal has been a cornerstone of his career, but also Hansama feels
Rel
like
for Targamas, maybe?
probably
Yeah,
one of
Rel
the
works well.
G2 throughout this split. One of the best building blocks you could say. So let's just hold and
The only problem with Rel is that Hansama does love Cogmore, and Cogmore Braum is like murder for a Rel to play into.
Screw that, they're going for the lane down there.
Well, if they just pick Caitlyn, yeah,
Yeah.
grab me a Rel.
Over that push is just hyper important for AD carries at the moment, so not fully surprised to see it. Now, do you just respond with the Ashe pick though? Because Ashe has kind of been the old school counter to the Caitlyn, where you end up matching the range and you can then use the W to outrange and outpush the Caitlyn in the lane. But I have to say that's going to be answers. There's your doggo for you, Hysterics.
I do like dogs, but I think dogs like AP solo laners. Gwen's also something that's been mega, but we're going to ignore that. The Ezreal gets picked up anyway, adds a bit of range into this lane. Now, Dagda, the only question for you is like, do we just lock in a jungle here to match? Do we get early support for the 2v2? That is such an important lane. Do you not care? I mean, I have a lot of questions for G2.
Yeah, I think. Well, the problem that I see here for the Neferi is like you have a losing mid push and you have the losing Ezreal push as well. And the okay, so I do like this as basically a preemptive here.
Yep.
Because essentially you need some sort of engage tool coming through for KC here.
True.
Has to be coming from the support role because you know that you kind of want to be a bit more flexible from Kana, and unless you just want to slam, even at Sion is engaged isn't great. Maybe you're going for an Ornn or something on the top side. It's not ideal. So preemptively taking the Braum here is saying, okay, cool, we are fine. We're just having the Braum to deny you that engage on your bottom side of the map. We also have a ton of range already in our team, so when we get to these fights, we already outrange you. So we can kind of go for a soft engage and even look towards, they're going to say engage from our junglers. Now, Wukong taken away, maybe you look towards a Sejuani takeaway as well, but even something like an Ivern can still provide that kind of non-committal engage that could work for them. Or, in this situation, even just taking the Ornn in the top side for a Broken Blade is actually fine, because you have the Braum, which takes away the answer for even an Ornn on that side.
True, actually. Very
I
good
don't know
point.
what Skemon's gonna play. Like, does he just play like Sejuani?
But as you said, the power that Talia normally has,
Sejuani's
or a Pantheon, you have
not
lockdown,
looking the best
immediate
right
W,
now.
It's always going to connect. You have guaranteed.
I think we're gonna get it on
Talia.
R4.
This with the pairing is going to be very
They play a
difficult.
melee
You
top
know,
laner. What's still in Broken Blades? Well, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Sedge,
what top?
if they do a melee top, yeah, like Set or Cassante or something.
Yeah, it does. The War
Yeah, or Rumble as well.
Yeah.
Like, Rumble's not banned or played yet, is he?
I want to try and get that as a
No? Oh no, banned by
solo
G2.
and then we'll have to see what the
Oh,
bot
G2
lane is
banned.
gonna be as well,
Banned,
but at least
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
providing good DPS from the top side and some sort of engage, but maybe the Ornn is just comfortable enough to try and survive that matchup. As Lilia, okay. Not what I expected. I thought you'd have some sort of suit. Well, I suppose Lilia can
Lilia
be
jungle.
engaged, but something a bit more on the engaged side coming
Oh,
from
yeah.
the jungle. But this says to me that we're probably just looking at an engaged.
I don't know, I like Lilia actually, because like this is a very fragile Caitlyn comp now.
Yeah.
See what the final pick is, because for Casey,
Um,
sit on this Draven. An ode to both
I'm not saying it's impossible to win, but it's
They need a tank.
I'm liking the looks
So
of
it's
it.
gonna be the Alistar. Now I think it's the
Because if they
Investor,
get
just because
behind,
Auric
that's
Bad, we'll have to
good
see
for
if that's
me.
the case, as maybe
Yeah,
not.
Alistair's just a strong, solid pick, isn't he?
Gwen would be a massacre, though. I mean, also running Gwen into Ornn. Why did the Gwen person
Yeah.
go to Paris? Stop screaming! We see her all the time. How did she get there? She flew. She flew. She got a plane. She
Hey, we're
flew.
on the continent. You can
Who's the reclaiming interest? Gwen.
I do enjoy hysterics. Just
Yeah.
being like, why do you care about Gwen? She's always played piss off.
There's someone screaming for Shen as well. And with Lilia,
Hey.
we have some kind of submarine, but it's just visible.
So this
Well,
is
I like Shen.
So on
Yeah.
G2 side,
Agreed,
you don't really have the engage because you're kind of relying on Braum kind of engaging, or Lilia getting some sort of bowling ball into sleep, or Shen with a taunt flash. So you're
Yeah, they have no ability to start a fight if they're behind. But provided they don't get behind, that's not a problem.
There's not really
Precisely.
range on KC side either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in this kind of position, I think you're relatively okay as G2 to just abuse the range advantage that you have. And you don't really have a huge amount of like pushing mid or pushing bot side as KC to try and snowball the game into that lead position where you can try and hide in bushes or like look for picks. So I like what G2 are bringing to the table. I think a huge amount of this matchup is going to now depend on Kana to just try and get some massive lead in the top side and be that nuisance to try and draw G2 into a position that is unfavorable. But at least with Shen having the Spirit's Refuge, it makes it very difficult to get value out of your auto attacks at Gwen, which is where a lot of that comes from. So I think overall it's kind of just a good read from G2 on the draft again.
I think you're right, because I look at Casey's comp in isolation, I'm like, oh, this is nice, well-rounded. Okay, there's only one engage tool, but there's good flick back. Like, again, there's decent scaling, but you're right. Because of the range of G2, now I'm thinking, like, hang on a minute, you got to run into that comp. We can talk more about it as we get into game, because, ladies and gentlemen, KC G2 hopefully hasn't hit its peak just yet. G2 on match point, ready to move to 6-3. They're already locked into the top 4, and I believe Dagda getting into this one. G2 are on their revenge arc from Winter, and I know they feel it. I know they've got to feel it here after Winter was a disappointment with KC 3-0ing their ass in very successful fashion.
Maybe we've just been looking at G2 all wrong. Maybe they're actually that mobile ad that you keep seeing where they were at the very top and then they got knocked down and they had to start at level 1 and then they picked up the sword that put them to level 6 by beating certain people. And now if they beat KC, they absorb their power and just become all dominant with the really weird
Right, okay.
Maybe that's what happens, you know?
Now, for those wondering, I mean, G2 do have a head-to-head against Heretics and Movistar Koi, the same. So success in this split, really defining on this game. Now, we're talking a lot about it in the last game. I'm kind of excited by drafters. Hang on.
Laden Bates?
Do not walk into the bush. Ale. Skewmond. Bring out the flute. Yak's gonna see it. Oh, it's a pincer. G2 are walking into a trap. It's a trap. Get the fish head out. Hansama bopped around up against the wall, but he's healed up Targamas. Maybe that bop wasn't very good, actually. Skewmond is starting on the red buff, but he just wants the movement speed from passive. Labrov has flash, gets out, but a low health bot lane. Good start still from KC.
Good collapse from KC. So high-putting Hansama ends up popping the ghost, so he's able to run away very, very quickly. But the fact that essentially what G2 are trying to do is invade on bot side to split the map to guarantee push for Hansama and Labrov so they can play hyper-aggressive, knowing that Yike was going to be on the top side of the map. Now, though, they're down summoner spells, down a flash, and Yike could be bloody anywhere.
True.
So for G2, this is backfiring quite a bit, although at least Hansama already getting some good damage on Kalist. But I want to keep my eyes on what Yike does. Does he try to punish Labrov on this bottom side of the map as this wave pushes in?
But look at where Skewmond is. If he does, I mean, Hansama will have no support. So Skewmond pathing upwards now. He'll be on a ward around Raptor Camp. You can see that KC, if you guys really squint hard, have dropped a ward around the Razor Beaks, which now expires, knowing that again this jungler's starting bot.
But Yike also went around that ward that was in his bush by Raptors, so walked the entire way around. Now, you can kind of infer information, basically saying, look, he went from Raptors down to his bot side, so we know he has to be on the bottom side, but with that ward there, you're like, okay, there's no world that, in theory, Yike should still be in the bottom lane, so, but still, it's done the job of just getting hands up in range.
He took a Tara shot, it's a solo kill! While I'm playing with circles, Broken Blade's playing with swords.
Hello.
Oh, I'm back
Hello.
as well.
hello.
I haven't finished eating at all because I haven't even started. But it's because my sister was like, I need a place without lights. I mean, with the least amount of light to eat. And we usually eat together. So I'm like, I mean, I guess my room would be the best place. So, yeah, don't have much light in there. And, technically speaking, I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, so for context, Nick, my sister is suffering a bit of eye strain these days.
Oh, bless her.
No magic mantle to try and help out, but Ruby Crystal going to do a very similar job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about it. It's just, it just sucks. Yeah, if she has too much light for too long, she's like, her eyes hurt and stuff, and it sucks. And since we had a little bit of a trip yesterday, being in Paris, she couldn't really hide away from the light as she usually does to keep some eyes HP. And, yeah, she needed to recover a lot today, and she couldn't really. Yeah.
Just gotta take it easy, so.
Wow. So anyway, she's trying to hide away from light, and the place with the least amount of light that I'd be okay eating in would be my
it's your room.
because I just turn off the light and just the light of the PC, the screen. So yeah.
Does that mean we're teaching your sister League of Legends?
Probably, but she can't really hear you guys because I don't have a speaker. But yeah, could mean that. But she's probably gonna not watch much of the screen because that's light.
Keystrike, yeah. Let's just call it.
Is this?
I was dropping saying hello.
Oh, hey, Rainer. I didn't even hear you join.
Yeah, he joined right before I unmuted my.
You even greeted me and saying welcome back.
What is it?
No, he greeted me saying welcome back because you weren't
Yeah.
there when. Yeah.
I said hello to you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought everyone did. Okay.
Sorry, Rainer.
I guess I'll take it personal. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm the only one that likes you.
I should have known. Yeah.
Dang.
Is pushing him ahead in the XP bar.
I can
Anyway.
expect the next session to die because the M doesn't like me.
Nah. It's better to draw it out a bit. Make it more painful that way.
Yeah. I don't really need my mouse.
Alright, I'll be going and need to breathe some fresh air.
Oh,
Okie dokie. See you later, Rainer.
stay breathing.
Yep.
Love
you.
He's such a great breather.
I think that was a dead puppy. So very, very close to going down. And good
You'll be
response from
breathing
both
really
guys.
well.
As I say again,
Anyway, what is going on? G2's getting the first blood once again. And this one, they are getting the first Drake. It doesn't really look too good on KC's side. Let me look at the team comps. When Fury, Leah, Israel, yeah, makes sense. The other side, Shen, Lilia, Victor, Kalen, Braum. I don't know which one is better. I'm scared
Yeah,
of
this
the
game's
Victor.
gonna go mega long, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, KC, 3 of their champs have 1 slow between them. Like, Kalist and Yike have literally 0 CC, and then Gwen just has the slow on her ult. So their engage is, like, really minimal. And G2 have a Braum and a Shen to try and start fights.
Mm.
Neither of which are like good long-range engage options.
The fact that you haven't gotten
Yep.
the advantage that you really wanted,
True.
because realistically,
Yep, great analysis. Thank you, Nick. I can't really give up that level of analysis yet. I can just yep.
But the CS lead hasn't really been there.
Yep,
They
yep,
haven't managed
yep.
to crack any of the turret platings either. So the fact you're kind of okay in surviving as Kalista in this matchup is fine. Because eventually this Caitlyn is going to hit
Wait, I
that
can't-
mid-game trough where she just isn't as valuable as this Ezreal who's going to spike off of that 1.5 to 2 items. So I think that's where KC Elite can try and come alive, but we'll have to see as it starts to go on. Because
I don't think there is,
a lot of
I'm
trading back
sorry.
and forth, but nothing really solidifying itself as a major lead. Sure, you got the kill.
My
on that top
Google
side
account
from
is
Roguelite, but you can
verified.
see off the CS
do you
off
mean?
that TP down, it's not exactly netting a huge amount. And now with Rift, Void Grubs up and available, KC in a position to try and contest from that as kind of TPs back into top.
I don't know if Yike stole it again, but he's just in the way always around those Raptors, those constant wards. As with that as well, his movement leads him right to Grubs, teleport up, Kana now in position 2, and because Broken Blade's backing, even with ulti, even with teleport, G2 are at least going to lose 1, but let's see. They want to contest Dagger, and I'm wondering, can they do this?
Kalista's boss. It's 5 G2 members up here.
I guess so. Targus puts up the wall, though. Labrov sits in nicely, and only the Cal sits with fences. He flushes away. Now, 2 Grubs. That's an option for G2, but KC aren't giving this up yet. Yike wants to contest. They just walk away. So G2 with 2 Grubs. Nice contest. This shove goes well, but Caps are still fine.
Verify
Yeah,
phone number.
As soon as they
Okay.
see Han Sama has teetered up to top lane, they're just like, nope, we want nothing to do with this. Leave Kalista out of the bottom side, he'd be able to get some damage on towards the bottom side. At least he steal away 1, but it's not the end of the world.
True.
Flash on Targamas is a little annoying, especially as you do have that dragon in 2 minutes, and if KC want to commit to that, having Flash on Targamas is pretty crucial for that engage that we were talking about. So I think a lot of this game is going to be us keeping track on Targamas' Flash. For
I got it. Okay, that's why. That's what's going on.
Well,
Yeah, no, 9 minutes and only 1 kill.
Yeah, and that kill was kind of an int as well. Kinda just got taunted under tower. Like,
Longest cooldowns in the game. I think Yorick's Maiden is also one of them. Divine Judgment, fun fact, Kale level 1, like level 6. That's also mega long. Fun fact also, there's a place in Australia called Megalong Valley.
No way.
There is. It's crazy. It's called Megalong Valley. And people just call it like Megalong. And I'm like, yo, you guys realize that someone just went mega and long. And it's a big valley. So someone obviously
say it's
very
mega
funny.
long, yeah.
Just in like the 1700s, someone thought they were really funny. Now, I bring this up because this early game is a little bit slow. And I don't like slow things, which is why I've never liked my own brain. But, you know, you kind of get used to it after the years.
I don't think anyone has ever listened to you speak and said that this man's brain goes slow.
Well,
I do love
I guess
hysteric.
I'm going that fast right now. We could go faster. I'll tell you what, Eminem had a fast break, or still does, actually. Broken Blade, shift away. Shadow
I'm
Dash,
just trying
nice.
to upload
Only
something.
uninterrupted. For now, everything's neutralized. Top lane has become top lane, and
What the?
we're just waiting for the next dragon. 45 seconds to go. Kalista's just running into Han Summer, feeling very confident. As you said, no lane that Han Summer really walks away with a big game this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just, again, the fact that Caitlyn can contest mid-wave is why she still has a use.
Right.
It's more at fights where she's just not going to be able to DPS as heavily. Kalista's still a ways off of getting that Triforce completed, so you still have a little bit of time. But the fact he's got this 400 lead off of some of the turret plates that he's been able to pick up has been nice. But I still think it's kind of just waiting to blow open with 10 seconds until Dragon, though. It looks like KC just going to forego that and try and make sure they kind of can push in this top side as the rest of G2 move over towards the Dragon.
There we
It's
go.
very hard to dive, but the good thing about Neferi, she has a no-go button as Bloody gets some damage down on Caps, but it means nothing. Dragon's going to go down. G2 going to make it 2. Targamas spots us out. Yike is running down, but again...
Are you just taking the second Drake?
Say hello.
Damn. Just like that?
G2 now have another condition as Yike's...
Yeah, like them. How do they face check it? You know,
Yeah.
like Yike's wrong side of the world.
You could have had Kalista and Targamas
True.
moving to this top side, but still, Broken Blade on reset means Kana at least will get some turret plates and start to open up that lead. You can see there, 550 gold now, just as he gets off the back of it, but I still don't think he's kind of
There we go.
big enough to really be a threat. I'm sorry, he's in a decent spot, but I don't think it's like going to be game breaking for him in the position that he's in. That
Like the G2 side doesn't have like the most CC either.
Definitely doing that
You
for
know?
now, though. Fighting's gonna end in a minute and a half.
Like
Yeah,
if you
sure.
don't get up in Braum's grill,
Just remember, I've got stories.
Mm.
And one of them is the historic.
where he can't apply passive.
Yeah.
Caitlyn traps are annoying, but again, they haven't got any like engage CC really, apart from the flash taunt. But like, you kind of don't want your Shen engaging for you. You want him splitting in a side lane. So
And then ulting when it's going to shit.
It was dominated
Yeah.
by G2.
Yep.
But then when you look at it coming into
Yeah.
2025, you know, first time they met in winter belonged to KC.
Hmm?
Then the first round of playoffs that they faced off against each other, G2 win. But hang on,
And Vladdy creates his own story though. Chaos Storm down. Caps might be out though because KC have brought up the cavalry and Ignite down. He's getting a stand united though. In comes the Shen. The global submarine peeks its head. They shove back, but Skumon's here, putting everyone to bed. Great ulti from
Skuma
LeBron
just
as well.
skew-monding all over them.
KC are in trouble. G2 have
My
come
gosh.
alive, and that
Yeah,
pickup setup was
disgusting.
absolutely brilliant.
They already have Feast of Strength with this.
haven't played against the Shen.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it.
They got
The fact that you end up
3
constantly
objectives,
going
3
for these
kills.
plays,
Like, it feels
having
like
that
Casey's
fast
just
United
gonna
on
get
that timer sets a perfect
destroyed.
behind. Going invulnerable to deny the taunt from Broken Blade with the Spirit's Refuge coming in to deny it back, but again, like, you're going for plays consistently away or in positions where Shen can follow, but now Kalist.
Boy, almost getting swell seated. Skumon.
Oh, Skumon. Lists. Is gonna be enough to run away. Kana's there. Oh, Kana. Maybe they can catch Skumon. Oh, the damage. Pretty great. Pretty great. It's gonna be enough. Yeah, first kills for JC. First kill. Oh my god, Kalist! Kalist the GOAT! The greatest! And Vladdy's coming in! Is it gonna be enough? Nope! Lebrov just get away! It's getting away! That was clean. Kalist was like, okay, dude. We've gotten destroyed a bit too much. Gotta flex a little bit.
I was like, okay, KC gonna back away. Kana's come in, ruined all the fun. And then Kalist just pops off, and with Rift Herald up and available as well. I think KC should be in a position.
Wait, what's
to go
the
for this.
third objective
Kalist
that
just opens up
D2
mid
got
first,
to get
right?
the
So
Feast of Strength?
that's play.
Is 2 grubs
Huge
enough
turn
now?
for KC.
2 kills now.
No. So you still have to get all 3 grubs for it to count as a
Yeah,
feat
so-
of strength.
So how the fuck did they get the Feast of Strength?
I thought
They
you
got
only
2
need
drakes.
2.
Yeah, but 2 Drakes is 2, not 3.
I thought you only
Oh.
needed 2 out of.
Yeah, maybe they changed it.
Yeah. Because I haven't played much League, like actual League. Like the most I've played is ARM since we've had the new map. I don't even know the things.
Really well played by Kalist.
Insane.
But I guess yeah, 2 is enough.
Gets the flash out from Vladdy with the
Do you know
weak
what
ball
the
there because
new
Kalist
Atakan does?
couldn't get his ulti damage through that
The new
shield.
Atakan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives you 25% more impact from all of your petals that you've got. And also, for the rest of the game, whenever you kill somebody, whenever somebody dies because of damage from your team, they have a little explosion that happens on them that does some magic damage and slows.
And this is what we were talking about for
And
KC.
it's like,
Kind of felt like it was this
it's not big, but it's not nothing. It's like brand pillar size.
where he could actually end up winning
Oh,
out of the
okay, I
matchup,
see.
and it's given a little bit of hope for
Okay,
KC,
yeah.
because the fact
It's
that
not
I mean,
like
it's-
it's not nothing, but it's not huge either.
So it's better than the weak Atakan we had, but it's worse than the
now they can look for
strong
things.
Atakan
Now they
we
can
had.
find G2 as they start to
Yeah.
test things
Okay,
like the Mountain Dragon in 30 seconds. Now, not a lot of vision down to the moment, which is a little bit of a knock against KC. I think they do need to kind of fish for plays.
Imagine Riot
as
Games
G2
actually
are trying to get
balancing
into
stuff.
cover. 'Cause if G2 were just able
I
to
refuse to believe it.
poke from Hans Sama, set
I
up
don't
a-
think they know what that
a
is.
line of traps, that's where it's going to get difficult for them.
Som's gonna push
Maybe you
out
just
Dragon
have
in
a
10 seconds. Kalist now returns.
badly set up
Moving
like
to a map in
balance,
hand. He's level 11.
balance and scale.
He's got level 2 of that ulti as
Like
Yeah.
doesn't work really
Like-
well. Who knows?
I'd say it's why balance the game when you could just not though.
True. Oh my god, I've never thought about that. And saving so much money as well.
for take jungle camps and top.
Unless it's not, and when it's not, you gotta balance the game. Like lane swapping, and people don't really like that. It's actually losing money because pro play. Ooh. Oh,
You just
broken
gotta
blade.
remember there's not a
Broken
correct
blade.
way to play League of Legends.
That's true.
But if you play it wrong, we will punish you for doing that.
Yeah. I mean, there is no correct way of playing it, but like, there
Play it
are
wrong and we'll
ways.
punish you.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Funny enough, the wrong ways of playing it, sometimes they make you win. That's weird.
Oh yeah, but that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but like you can't do that. That's you shouldn't. Until we stop you physically from doing it and ruining other stuff at the same time. Because I mean, it's hard to fix, you know. The spaghetti code is has a bit too much like tomato sauce on it.
Yeah.
Now the tier 2 and mid being down just again opens up like so much more control.
Do you know when the playoffs are gonna start?
Next week, right?
Ooh, they don't even have a week break.
I think so.
Nice. Content.
Was a little nervous about Broken Blade immediately getting the taunt and the turnaround, but Broken Blade on this top side. Sorry, I was watching Targamas and wasn't sure how crazy they wanted to go here, but looks like they're just going to try and push him back.
We saw Needlework come out. This is in the picture-in-picture. I think this is happening live, actually. Yep. Caps gets poked out. His flash maintained, but Needlework used by Kana, while, again, KC want this low-health top turret. They're just not going to find it yet.
Yeah, they're kind of just missing the timing windows here. It's going to be after you get this push from Ezreal in the mid wave that you can actually look for this play on top off of this wave that Vladdy is just escorting in here now. So that's why Broken Blade trying to play up to keep it at bay, but Darkness catches him.
He does find him, shoved back. It turns from laughing into some serious play that Broken Blade can't escape from. He's flashing away, he's ignited still. The poke, he's trying to weave. Targamas still going for the dive. Turret's helping out now a bit though. Targamas shielded up with Kalist here too. It's a kill. Nothing happens on the other side of the map. Kalist gets his third kill, and resilience is rewarded from KC.
Kalist actually popping off. KC's coming back. He's getting a bunch of gold. Just in terms of objectives, they're a bit below. Actually, they're doing stuff.
Opens up Kalist to push in mid-wave, and then he can transition to the top side. So there's always that numbers advantage for KC, and G2 forced to give tower. It's Broken Blade falling once more. KC controlling this game well off of that mid.
Like if you had to pick two people to give an advantage to on KC to carry the game, Gwen and like Kana and Kalist.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I would have said. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Kana usually has a lead even when they lose.
Demon Soul
Kalist is another thing, but he usually is not that much behind. Like last game, it was kind of the same thing. Last game, the two better, like the two players that were in a better place in terms of money were him and Kana and Kalist, and they still lost. Okay.
That was
Okay, great damage, but blocked by Labrov. But they got the control around the Atakan. Will they do it? I don't know if it's
Targa got chunked a lot more than Labrov.
I don't know if it's a great idea. I mean, Kana's probably gonna go on the side, protect, get in there.
I don't know which side burnt more cooldowns.
Oh, Targamas, he's getting away. They're in 4v5 now. Targamas is gone. He's done though. I think G2
I think
really
this
wanna
is just
force.
they both walk away. Like I think I'm slightly behind you.
Maybe I'm 21, 44, 45, 46, 47.
Yeah, I'm 5 seconds behind you.
Nice.
45, 46, 47, 48.
I can't really pose because I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, you're good.
You're just trying to poke back, but
I could swap to the Twitch stream, I guess.
the shields and the unbreakable from LeBron.
Yeah.
Just being at the shield, being able to
See
pop
if
up
that
and take
catches
some
me
damage.
up here.
Even Broken Blade having the shields where he can kind of tank up a huge amount.
22-12 to 14,
I'm
15.
I have like 2 seconds ahead.
Alright, well, that's closer.
Yeah, it's not too bad. 23, 24, 25, 26.
Hunt some of the more items too.
Yeah.
The harder it'll be if Callista Arcane shift forward like that. He can get punished, Dagger, if he doesn't find his target. KC moving back into position, 3rd time's the charm. They're going to start this off again. Easy with the Neferi. The dogs to help tank up a little bit as KC
Okay,
started
they
off.
try again. Bro, it's been 5 minutes. You've been there for 5 minutes, guys. Gotta...
Yeah, neither side's got any engage, and they've both got loads of poke. So, like, one side gets slightly
LeBron?
poked out, and they're like,
LeBron?
no, sir, I don't want
Caps?
any more.
Taking a lot of damage. Caps.
He's alright.
Oh, Vladdy's
Right.
just plucking them, being like, hey guys,
Yeah.
we need to build a wall.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
think
Case
it's-
they
yeah,
actually
Case.
get it this time.
AC gets the objective.
Yeah.
That's huge for them. And now they can just take the Drake as well. Can't really be stopped. Skewmon doesn't really have the freedom. Never mind, he's just dead. He's just dead. Dead.
Again, KC are fighting so much. Yike just wants to keep going forward. Hansama now nearby. Yike doesn't care. He'll keep threading in between this choke point, and G2 gets smuggled
Bruh,
away from
the
their
Fury
own
is just
walls.
illegal. That's
KC again taking everything from the map.
this is
I
crazy.
really like the theory.
Yeah.
I think she asks a lot of interesting questions.
Again, Targamas is flash coming in clutch to get the pick on Skewmon,
Okay.
which sets up KC.
I didn't get it, but okay.
So, like,
The lead question is, what have I done to forsake you, God?
yeah. Yeah. So, like, when I say they ask you questions, like, Sejuani is, like, how do I catch the enemy jungler when they're immune to slows? And, like, too tanky to kill. Right? That's the question she's asking. If you think about, like, Zinzao, how do I deal with a guy just click on dashing to me anytime I take a skill shot?
How do I deal with a guy that is spearing me questions?
Yeah, yeah, he spears a lot of questions, Ozin. He's a good lad. But yeah, like, you know, Brand asks, how do we avoid fighting in chokes? Zyra asks, how do we avoid fighting in chokes? Like, Zin's, Neferi's questions are kind of like, how do I deal with this person that just isn't there for 1 second as a click on?
Yeah,
Like-
that's a big question. And also
Yeah.
the main one, what the dog doing?
Yeah, but like the thing that makes it balanced though is like Neferi provides nothing for ganks. Like it's just damage, and the ability to not die sometimes.
I mean, she can use her ult to dash, but it's basically the only
Yeah,
thing. Oh my god, they're gonna get the Baron?
even her ult though. If you're playing against like an Ahri with flash up and she ult dashes back towards her tower, then flashes under her tower, you've got to immediately pop W and then try and dodge the charm, otherwise you just die.
Yeah. Like, it's the type of jungler that's, if I was playing Echo mid, I would be like, you gank me, but I actually kill you. But unless she's fed, and if she's fed, I just die. But she seems really killable as if I was an Echo mid lane and not too bad in my game.
Yeah.
She seems like the type of ganks that I'm happy to get because it makes my enemy mid laner not less worried about me, and then I just go on him and kill him.
Walks in this time. LeBron's got help. Vladdy, he's going to be sought out.
In the end, she can just pop off and do a lot of damage. And
He has movement speed. He can run up to someone, but
yeah,
not going to do a thing. KC, we go back and we reset. 2 minutes till Dragon. Baron still up.
But this is where for G2, like you try and
Didn't-
punish the fact that there are essentially an extra teleport on your top lane. You try
and we
play
go again for the Baron.
on the opposite
Every
side of the map
time we
towards
do
your own plane,
every
get the
objectives
TP
twice before
and then
actually
back
getting
off.
them.
Try and look then for your own TP or for that
Yeah, it's like a
back
product
now
of
to
it
be
being
away
so hard.
towards the fight.
Like,
Minute and a half
if
of
either
Dragon
team gets an
is gonna be a
advantage,
little
the
bit
other
of
team
a
just
fight
backs
to
away.
that play. So
Yeah.
instead, I
And
think
like
it's
neither side has any engage to actually force the issue.
in about 30 seconds time,
Like, so, you know, the reason there were 3 fights over Atakan is G2 got the better of KC in the first 2 fights, but not by enough that they could then start it. So KC
Yeah.
just went, you know what, we're done. We're going to back off, heal up, and come back.
What? See you next week.
Deadman played as well. He's gonna have a bit more sticking power
And
now
then
too.
next week
Baron,
comes.
no, not started up. Maybe only
I mean,
Lewis.
how can you
No wards in the back of it,
win
so right
against
now
Hot
G2
Dog
relying on that blue
Nefiri?
ward from
Like,
both mid, from both Hans Summer and
he's a
Cass
hot dog.
to refrain. Ulti on
Ooh.
Nicholas,
Diggity
sad
dog.
beat.
You only
Didn't
hate
really
it.
take much damage from it.
My sister's watching me weaving like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Anything about this, Ezreal?
Me when I start speaking about League of Legends in a non-professional way. She's just a dog, but a hot one.
Yeah, you are asking the hard-hitting questions nobody's considered, like, what that dog doing?
Yeah, exactly.
And more importantly, why is that dog doing?
Yeah.
Who is that? No, maybe we don't want to explore
No.
that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ancient Egyptian demigod that kind of turned into a vampire-ish creature and then gets sealed away by a 14-year-old girl that is actually thousands of years old with a little magical item, which is like a bit too complicated, so we're not gonna say that.
Who hasn't accidentally been sealed away forever by a teenage girl with magical powers?
I mean, too many people have
It's been a while.
happened that, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Gwen flank is huge, actually.
Bruh. Well, oh. Oh, yike, 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 yike. Nice, Yike is doing the thing. Bruh. Bruh, we should count the amount of, like, Ezreal ults that get into the Brav's W. Like, I think most of them are getting in there. And he's just doing his job. Bro, like, this game, Casey's just crushing.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Loopy in VC previously, and I don't know if you remember, he has this power of reading in tarot cards, but actually those are not tarot cards, they're Pokemon cards. So he's like just
right.
opening boosters in his TCG pocket, and if he has good cards, that means we win. When we have KC games. As the French team, as the team we want to win. And he said there, okay, I didn't get anything in my booster, but I did get this card from a random card that I get. So I think it's not enough to say we're gonna win. I think we lose, but we lose 1-2. Okay. And for now, it's looking a bit too close to reality. He's actually seeing into the future by the power of virtual Pokemon cards. And I gotta respect it, okay? Gotta respect it.
That's a one fight, that's an ace. That's a potential for a 3-game series in their own arena. Would have been upsetting if they went home without taking a single game, if they couldn't push G2 to the limit. Brock's gonna block that one yet again here.
I'm in 3-game BO3, G2 KC, in KC's arena. It's gotta peak. The reverse sweep would be crazy.
Yeah, this is where it just gets really tough. Because as you said, like, you had good wave clear.
Nice little staircase, blue staircase there.
Really, KC looking to try and crack open the base.
Oh my god, almost 10k lead.
Sheesh. But it looks like Kaliss might just do it himself here.
He's doing so much damage to the turret. Look, KC, all 3 lanes right now. Siege, bot just fell down. Mid just fell down. Top is close to falling
just
down.
raiding this.
They're going to try and find a turn. Needle work is out from Kana, just the zone. Good damage from Hans Summer, but look at this.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh god. Chana just got 1 shot. I mean, Yike is there, but he's taking some damage.
Do they end off this? I think they end off this.
Yes. 32 minutes. I think they ended basically almost at the same number of time. Like, it was 34 for G2.
Yeah.
Come on, a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. Just for your bets. Win the game before 33 minutes.
Is it? Is it the Penta? Yeah, it is. Come
Oh,
on, you
no,
got
it's
40
stolen.
seconds.
Kalist stole it.
Bang.
Oh, yes, let that 33 minutes. You got it. Get your fictional points, Nick. Get them.
Yeah. That's proof of concept is the thing. So the
Yeah. No, I don't know. I like it like that. Anyway, second game. Finished recording.
For a
We're back.
moment.
We're back for the second,
Yep.
for the third final game, and we have Kalista picked by not Kalist, which is impressive. Interesting. We have Warwick.
Warwick.
Warwick's great.
Warwick jungle
we
or
have,
Warwick top?
I think it's Warwick top
Yeah,
because they're
it's-
thinking we've put 7 bans into Kana. Can he counter a Warwick on his 8th
It's
best
a
champion?
True. And
Like-
the problem is
Because
he may
during
be.
the second game, I was
Abisa,
thinking
Abisa Bedarda. Ah, yes.
So we've seen Warwick as kind of the counterpick.
Man, what is
And
this
what's that?
game?
Bruh.
What elo are they playing?
I mean, I don't think Ambessa is his 8th best pick. I think it's better than that.
I do think the
Right.
Ambessa, she's starting to scale it.
I don't think this is a good Ambessa angle.
Yeah,
No.
but like it's not as.
Well, she can dash out of the fear of the Warwick.
Yeah, but so Ambessa wants to go on people, right? With her ult. So she's good against immobile carries, and they've got a Yone and a Kalista that are both jumping all
Yeah.
over the fucking shot. Like,
That's
if
true.
if Kana's just him and lands his ult anyway,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter. But
So
Doesn't
you
matter,
see,
it's Kana.
the
You
thing
don't
is,
need stupid strats.
he has something in his DNA, which is Korean citizenship, like written in his DNA. So I'm just saying, he may be him. He may be him.
It's just something I want you to keep an eye out for, and everyone at home to do the same thing as well, because also to note, we have a lot of melee and like very low range.
It's okay, we will win this.
We'll win. We will break even.
If we don't win, that's good because I predict well.
Yeah, but if we win, that means we're the team with the highest win rates and first in the leaderboards of the regular season, which is huge. What does it give us to be first in the regular season? We just have the first choice of like our first match.
I think we beat the fourth.
No, wait, do we? No, I think it's like a choice system. Like we can choose who we
Oh, you
wanna.
choose.
Yeah, I think we choose in this thing.
This should be a sight to behold, the peak of European League of Legends. Right now, yes, okay, G2 in that last game got rolled over.
But wait, wait, if G2 loses, does that mean they get top 5 or top 4?
I always have to give them credit. Because
Or top 3? Let me see.
Towards, sorry, the end of regular season, the start of playoffs.
Oh wait, no,
Feels like
fuck.
we're getting insane quality. The Skewmon wants to finish it off with
If G2 loses, they're in 5-4, which they could be equal to Heretics, and they could be beaten by
Might be
Koi.
interesting.
So technically speaking, they could be top 4, and if they're top 4, that means they're probably gonna go against Fnatic if Carmen's top 1 with the bracket, because
Yes,
it's gonna
so
be like
if we win,
1,
we
2, 3,
are
4.
pretty good.
Yeah, if we win, we're the best spots, I think. Because I'm pretty sure Movistar Core is gonna win tomorrow. They have Rogue to beat, so that's not too bad.
Yep, and TH have Giant X.
Yeah.
And so you can still draw.
Oh yeah, I can still draw.
Is it with your mouse or with
Yeah, it's with my mouse. So what I do is that I do control Control Shift 3, and then I can draw.
I think there's one up by the Sejuani
So
there.
cool.
So like, oh my god, it's Caps against Velati, but they both play those really, really OP characters. So it's pretty, yeah, exactly what I was saying, damn. Exactly what I was saying. And right now, yeah, 19 KDA, third, first, this guy's fucking huge. I mean, Caps is basically baby faker. But like still, top 3 in CS. It's... What the fuck is CSD?
Difference in creep score at
Okay.
14 minutes.
Okay, nice. Farm difference. Ooh, Caps going in. Going some poke.
It's just the level that we hold Caps
And they
to
do it.
has not been reaching those standards. And kind of similar for Vladdy, like he has been changing his style, going for much more as people kind of quote unquote.
What
say
is
these second
Targamas
picks of
doing,
the Silas's,
bro?
the Akalis,
He's
just
being
bringing those
Torgamas, don't worry
champions.
about him.
All in all,
He
still
just does
exciting.
that.
Worry a bit.
Both of these guys can have an incredible
He just
impact
does
when it
that.
gets to the later
That's
portions of the
fine.
game. Like, we got to see Vladdy yesterday in the Silas, Caps earlier.
No, if Vitality can win with Niski and their team, we can win with Targamas.
Crucial to get control over mid. It's just a question of
Coming back
do we
in
get these early
1
games from
minute.
Yike towards the mid lane once more, like we've gotten in game 1
Okay.
and 2.
He is nearby, but Skumon hovering the same as well. Caps just wants this wave to push in. He has used cookies, which I believe no, he's got resolve, so ignore that. I was like, how did he get half his health back? Pot's burnt, and Caps just going to stand by for experience. Flighty already before, lethal tempo procced, and range versus melee, the advantage shown.
Yeah, you can see how
Damn.
many wards are being placed though in this top side
4
jungle
minutes,
spot where Yike
nothing's
is.
going on.
They're just all over.
Pretty
There's one
chill
that's
game.
Here, there's one that's here. There's one in the river. That was just died in that brush beside Caps as well. So a lot of protection to try and make sure that he's going to be okay.
Ooh, Lebrov. Fail is engaged, taking a lot of damage.
Back from KC, only to half HP, but Summer's a bit low on mana. Probably wants to reset, get this wave in. Lethal tempo one. Listen, Targamas trying to hold it as much as they can. Look at where it is, but it is past that brush, so maybe there's too many minions. Maybe they'll
Froze it.
for another wave down.
That's really big, 'cause this is like a horrible spot for Hansama. The only thing saving him is that their jungle is on the bot side of the map. Like, if the junglers were the other way around, they'd be like, we just gotta eat this now and lose like a whole wave.
For Calista, it's kind of waiting for that level 6. Then,
Okay, I'm back.
Yike,
Nothing
Ooh.
happened.
I think he's more here to just help kind of.
We got a lane gank going
I
on.
think this is more what we're going to see rather than
Oh my.
some big wins
Oh.
in these early
Oh.
stages.
Can they see it?
Permafrost from
Can they see
BB
the-
didn't see it, because he would have pinged it if he'd seen it.
Being low as a Warwick is fine.
Mm.
He'll heal for 100% of his damage dealt. He's not stepping up to the wave. He's playing it
That's
mega
true.
cautious here, and he'll
Great
step the wave
information.
again. Just water this up, he'll be completely
Yeah, it's
fine.
mostly just like, do they need this crash? I kind of feel like they need this to crash, don't they?
What's attack speed? It's just
Broken Blaze being annoying.
Stop the back. Sees him on the corner. He's
I don't think he can win against Broken Blade at this point.
Even though he has TP.
Oh well, he played that well.
No, but it means he should be able to. Oh wait, she's just going to reset now. I was going to say crash the wave and trying to reset, but you see the bot. Casey's already moved up, so now Kana wants to
That's
try
a
and
joke, dude.
so that his bot lane can get into
Oh,
range
oh
here.
god, level 6. Oh wait, Calist though. Calist? He's just trying to jump away, I'm pretty sure.
Wants to now escape, might have to flash and do so.
Oh.
It's not over.
Oh.
Yep.
Tried to predict it. It's flash for ulti that Kana used instead.
Good attempt.
That was close, that was close.
Quite able to get into position, but honestly, this just works out for KC because
I feel Calist is spamming his emotes less.
Nobody here apart from the
He still
Yeah, I
does.
don't know.
catch that wave.
He's actually having to use his APM now,
You get that
so
Yeah.
he's not got as much spare APM. For,
KC looking to collapse.
But onto an objective, it's hard when Hansama has Brandon Skew
I
on
know,
the smart
Drake
rail.
is just G2s.
Cap zones out, level
Yep,
six now picked up,
that's
and
fair.
onto Vladdy, he's not gonna pull the trigger. Vladdy
Because
just
Drake
pushes now
not
up.
doing too much. Casey has a small, tiny, teeny lead, but everywhere. Lebrov great engaged, but it's not enough. Broken Blade doesn't have ult, but he's
Oh,
still really fucking
big
strong.
ult. Big W from Calm.
Yeah.
And if
I
you
think
look at the
Calist just
French
dies
streamer
there. Oh, never mind.
Walugaro.
Never mind. Yike! Yike! Yike, my god!
Yeah, Broken Blade didn't play well.
Well, it's the
If you
first
look
game.
at Walugaro, he showed you how to play goodly.
Yeah.
It's a
It's,
champion.
it's the first game G2 didn't get the first blood. in this series. And it's 2 kills. Like, it's not just one. So it's just 1 kill away for the feat strength thing.
Yeah.
That's just been escorted in by Kana. More waves lost. Broken Blade needed to get a lead through this war wave.
Kana's getting a plate bot side as well, I think. Yeah, that's a 4 in it on that bot tower now.
Mm-hmm.
And good flash from Kalista to get away. They turn on towards Targamas, but the heal comes through, the dash away, and then Lebrov tries to walk.
Kalist here, I saw Kalist and was like, he's done for. Never mind, bunk.
I think he'd be playing it less aggro if he hadn't just watched Warwick blow flash and ult and barrier. Like,
that's true.
Yeah. Man, I wish my dreams that Broken Blade transform into Walugaru just for this game.
Yeah. Walugaru is just Warwick main, French Warwick main.
Who's
Warwick
like
top main.
OTP Warwick top challenger.
Yeah.
And when
is
he's not
outplayed.
playing League of Legends, he's a hospital guy.
Oh, okay. Don't know that.
I don't have the English name.
Doctor, nurse,
Not a
but
doctor,
malnourished.
il est dans les ambulances.
Une ambulance, ouais, je sais pas.
Ambulance urgence.
Yeah.
like a paramedic in the ambulance.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
ambulance,
probably.
like in the
Yeah, paramedic.
urgence.
It's the
Yeah.
like the
Excellent.
medical person that's not a doctor that goes in an ambulance to see people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a doctor, it's more like a mix between the middle between the doctor and the fireman.
The fireman. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
probably
it's the medical person that goes in an ambulance to people that you want the word for, yeah?
Oh wait, no, I remember, il est brancardier.
brancardier. Oh. Brancardier. And then like when people
You know what,
get
I'm
into-
just going to check on YouTube.
Yeah. When people get in ambulances,
Shit.
they're on this big like.
I think do they just get first tower? That's gotta be illegal.
I think that's illegal. I think the police is gonna go.
What the hell?
9 minutes first hour is fucking crazy.
I think KC might have actually got more plates overall.
Here, maybe on Twitch. Non, si, il est infirmier en réanimation la nuit.
Ok.
Que de la merde. Infirmier en réanimation.
Okay, so he's a nurse in reanimation.
Yeah.
He's a nurse in respawning.
Yeah.
G2 had themselves into river first. Casey getting threatened out as right across the map. Dagger, I mean, again from G2. They want it all, but he's not going to be late.
Oh my god.
Finds his mark. Lebrov in trouble.
LeBron.
And Lebrov pretty free.
Oh my god, that's a huge ult from Caps, but can he get away?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Don't
and
think it's-
he's behind, just
I
taking
don't
the
think it's
kill.
good from Caps.
Yeah, I don't think it's good for Caps either. They get the Feast of Warfare.
If they overcommit to this, Kalist doesn't have the ultimate to try and trim the wave, but honestly for KC, 1-for-1, and you're getting that top tower, I think you're happy.
I mean, for Walugaru, you should watch one of his game, his YouTube video.
I mean, it's
Pretty
just a basic Warwick top gameplay. He's just gets to 1 HP, then the guy tries to kill him thinking he can, and then he just heals all the way back up and then kills the guy. Wow! The Broken Blade ult from through the thing was great.
And then the follow-up from Caps, but he ends up getting locked up, so can't really escape. So mid laner for mid laner. The kill ends up going to Mundo versus going to Kalist, so I think you're kind of happy for that as KC. But also now a 550 gold lead starting to open up on the top side because Broken Blade's trying to move around. Makes it tough, and this is what I was talking about. because you have double TP that were available for KC, perhaps had Caps TP top to catch that wave
And
try
here
counter any more of
KC
the tower
takes the
damage.
Drake, their
It means
first
that Kana
objective.
is the only one who can actually join in for any sort of dragon fight, so it nets the dragon for KC.
That's great, because one more and G2 gets the boots.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be hard for KC to stop them from getting all the objectives. Like, we take every objective we can get.
My dream that Warwick follow the M-Pesa when she TP.
Ah, yeah, that with the Q. That'd be fun.
It's so impressive when you see it. I wonder if it works with the new TP, by the way.
Right. Ooh, yeah, maybe it doesn't. Like, do you know if Warwick's Q works with the new TP to follow the person?
It makes you untargetable.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably follow for like a quarter second and then stop, so you'd get like a speed boost in a direction, but then stop. I think. I don't know.
Probably doesn't work, but we don't know.
It certainly won't go to the end.
Or it might be. It must be perfectly timed.
No, I don't think it's working. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. Because like the Q of Warwick is too fast to join his prey. That the TP is too.
It depends if you max range.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you max range.
Well, it's more that you keep moving over a period of time. So if you moved, say, 1,000 units with your TP during the time that your Warwick is queued onto him, you'd probably just stop after like 1,000 units, you know?
Ah.
I think this is the moment where I would have liked to see Kana reset and try and go boss, and then you now reset with Vladdy to try and catch this top wave, but it doesn't look like KC will be in a...
Wait, G2 lose against 3 people before us?
Yes, G2 had a rough split there. I think they lost against Heretics or something, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, they lost to BDS, Heretics, and another not so good team. Can't think who the third one was.
Maybe Fnatic? Did they win against Fnatic?
Yeah, they beat the good teams and lost to the rubbish teams. Like, it's just G2 things, you know?
Yeah.
If G2 win against...
win against bad teams or draw 25, G2.
Same than the meme I did with Targamas on Fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
Pick 1 level on the W or draw 25. Targamas.
I mean, it's actually the right thing to do.
Yeah, but just pick 1? I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, yeah, like, if you play fully supports, might be logic.
Yeah.
Anything that is fought here is going to be a bit more even footing. And you can see KC aren't as eager.
Can you smite during the portal transfer?
What do you mean the portal transfer? Yeah, during the execute, I don't think you can, no.
Because I know that you can activate the bubble of Echo.
Yeah, so the thing is, in the portal thing, your character is considered going through, is moving, but untargetable. And also he can't do anything, so I don't think you can do anything. You just activate stuff by being there.
If you actually TP earlier,
okay.
then there's a moment where Caps TP's topside and G2 can look for the all-in play, but with the way G2 set it up, they will lose Reptar.
Like you can activate the heal of Rakan?
I'm not sure, because you're it's like a Zonia, but at the same time you move. I think.
Resources do we want to give to Vladdy versus setting up the map in our favor? So there's a lot of push and pull on these two summoner spells.
Oh, by the way, did you see the I'm not sure how it works. There is a new way to have a crazy ult with Misfortune and Tamkench.
Oh.
It's like Misfortune try to TP or back, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's a bug.
At the moment, yeah, it's a bug. At the moment, she back or TP, I don't know. Oh.
No, he gets away.
Oh, BB's entered.
And at the moment, it TP or back, I don't know. She ult, and Tamkench hit her, and the ult still go, and Tamkench go with the movement speed
Yeah.
and just brings the ultimate everywhere.
Oh.
Oh,
And Mundo go where it please.
I think it's KC's fight.
Yeah.
Yike.
Oh.
Do your move.
Yeah.
I
Do
don't.
your move. Do your biggest move. Labrov.
Does he get Labrov as well? Nah.
Bruh.
Nah, but Kana go where it please.
Yeah. Get him. Get him. Oh my god, Scumon's
Oh, come on.
alive.
Oh man, you take the Herald and you go in the bush. The Herald is bot. You
Oh, no.
instantly pick the Herald and
Yeah.
and rush into the bush.
It would have been great, yeah. Someone already took the Herald.
I see
And-
that.
Yeah, so since it already got taken and yonked into the wall. But I just don't have the
Caps
energy.
did a lot
anymore.
of damage on Yike.
Yeah.
And didn't he flash? Yeah, he flash.
Vladdy just sits by, he's a passenger, but he's a good one. After that fight, my takeaway is...
And we get the boots, ladies and gentlemen.
We're back to square one, because Dragon might go
The
down.
boots.
As he loses his passive, wants to fight yet again. Yike is
We
running
do
around,
get the
Callisto
boots.
Press E, Yike.
at max range.
Ooh, Kana! Kana max range?
Oh,
Wait, how do we get the boots? Is the boots now with like 2 objectives instead of...
no, it's Herald.
No, it's
Herald
three.
and 2 Drakes.
They got a Herald. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, they dropped Gerald bot lane by accident.
Kana, show me your move.
Show me moves.
Okay.
Who
Kana
has the
versus
most
Caps.
dash?
Waiting for the cooldowns to come up again.
So,
He's got lethality. Cap pays the respect while Artican's being done down.
Oh, Alakan for
but
free.
Kelly Sage, show me your move.
Oh, Kalist getting fucking ratio.
Yeah,
Shut down.
that was a bit predictable.
Yeah, predictable, yeah.
Oh. Okay, we just... How many plant did we get? Not a lot.
No ability to chase down.
Oh, baby, baby.
At least Caps gets something back, but at this stage you're looking at this as here, very much starting to get into a position where he is a threat. Leandri's Torment Leandri's Anguish just around the corner. You're starting to get items from Khan as well. You can see how much damage he's dealing in these fights. The fact that Broken Blade is 1.6k goal behind means this war is
Oh,
starting
yike. Ooh, fails.
Sent out good dodge, but you're right. What can Broken Blade do? He just has to run for his life. He's dead again. Broken Blade
Walugaro must actually
earlier in the split.
kill himself.
It is looking
Commit
like a
suicide.
dead dog.
Yeah.
It's the fact he
Well,
just
go
hasn't
in
got to play
PLS.
the game that he wanted to. Ends up falling down in the early stages. KC then constantly rotate around the map, not giving him the matchup into Kana, using the TP spectacularly, and now you have a 2-level advantage onto Kana and all this gold, and KC are bullying out this Warwick. And now it's just, you are an ult boss. That is all you bring to the table is Broken Blade, and that's not the position you want to be in when KC are looking to try and push forward to take that #1 spot in the LEC.
Push sides, clear waves, ulti, set us up because Caps is now becoming the carry very much in this game when the bot lane's out of gold. And what I mean is down in gold. 1800. Top, you already mentioned Kana's individual lead. It's the cap show. Good stop. Kana just going to be slowed down a little bit. And
Oh, Broken Blade, no,
it's the cap show. It just returns back to what I've known since joining the LEC. That while G2 has outstanding members, no matter how they change and who they bring in, I feel like we always come back to caps. I feel like we always come back to the puppy. Because, bro, caps backwards, it's
Okay, maybe.
and it's like spitting, but you do it with gumption.
He's gonna have to dig deep for something here.
Maybe it's a good fight. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Yeah,
Oh,
just,
pretty good actually.
it was Casey doing Casey things.
And they get Drake, I guess.
I guess too. Which Drake it is? Oh yeah, it's that. I'm stupid.
Caps called out just talking about him. That was not a SPAC dagger to confirm.
Okay, support fight. And Sama, go back, it's support fight. You are not allowed to play in.
Aren't getting anywhere near the Dragon Soul point going to be picked up and this inner turret to go down with it. Hansama cannot step up anywhere near the power of Vladdy and Kalist right now. 4,000 the lead. As I said, Soul Point, and this is looking mighty KC for game 3.
Yeah, again, it's a good engage from Lebrov, managing to get onto several members in the back, but Caps is locked down. He gets completely obliterated, and no damage is
Ah, the wall.
on the back line. So the
Ouah, la partition impériale.
Kalist able to open up the bullet time
Devant
there.
Vladdy.
Again, the damage dealers for G2,
Vladdy
like
le
Hansel's
God.
dead, Hansama couldn't get in, and KC can turn the fight.
Baron's up in a minute. Nothing else on the board. That's the focus. I'm going to have to ask you, Dagda, there's an ult bot in the top lane for G2. How
So
can
maybe
they
we
fight
are going
right
to
here
win?
When, again, every time KC, the damage just seems so easy in the front to back. Lebrov is
Meanwhile,
gonna dive. You
Yike.
don't have to answer the question. He's gonna
Yike.
disengage with Shattering Strike
Not-
as mid is under fire.
I think it's just becomes way too
Never
difficult at
mind.
this stage. Vladdy opting in towards the Seeker's arm guard third means that he's no longer a threat for Caps trying to ult through, Lebrov trying to ult through, and Hansama just doesn't get to play the fights. Kana is massive now. 2 items already done, starting on towards his third. He is a serious threat for Hansama stepping up into any of these fights, so just trying to auto-attack as a Kalista when you're getting bullet timed between soldiers, and then you've got an ambassador jumping on top of you as well. It's like, how do you play the game?
Where you could not and get an Edge of Night, that would be helpful, but as I say, that Kana has his own, so he can leap in. He's also got another little Dirk, and so Hansama will die in an instant. KC start the Baron. G2 are slow to the show. Caps is walking up with his legs as fast as he can.
Kana off to the side though, and this river is very dark for KC. They're gonna have to try and get in for Kana.
4K, disengaged. Stumon has his passive, no steal, trying to get in.
Come on,
Okay.
okay, we got the Nash.
Got the Baron.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's going on.
Kana misses
Lebrov,
ult.
Lebrov gets
Targamas,
away.
okay.
The ult is cancelled from Kalist, but he still managed to get a kill on Lebrov and probably on Broken Blade as well. Caps is still in there, but he can't really catch
Walugaro actually
anyone.
dying.
6.3k lead, 3 Drakes, a Baron and an Atacan. Can they really be stopped?
Now in mid, Kana trying to chase down KC.
Kana versus
Pressure,
Caps.
so they can look for the tier 2 and top.
Kana's damage is insane. Knockout
Not
good.
only Kana versus fight, not only Caps versus Kana.
Onto Kana, onto the top lane, he won't die yet.
Oh my god, Skumon.
Now he's amidst 2.
Skumon, go where it please.
He's such a great businessman. Look at him.
Breaking down the house and
Businessman.
And like 28
Skumon is no longer of this world. Kalist is
for the
pushing
crisis.
top. KC looking to
The
grab
crisis.
the bait of
He died.
G2 and
Talking
send
about crisis, we're in a recession right now.
Yeah, he was talking about the crisis of 2008.
Oh, yeah, the subprimes. Yeah, we're in a crisis right now. That's why Mundo with this skin can't really win a game of League of Legends. That's just how it is. That's why.
He's not earning the big stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he ults,
No, he
loses.
actually shorted G2 for this match.
Okay.
Bloody.
If
Oh.
well, wait, if G2 plays Mundo and Mundo shortage shorts G2, is that insider trading?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Damn, should have
It
known.
looks like I was wrong because we win 2-1.
We win those.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's great to know because it's 2 a.m. 41. I wake up in like 4 o'clock, 4 hours.
Bro, go to sleep, dude.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Oi.
that was the games. Casey managed
Yes.
to get the
See you
dub.
guys.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye. Sleep well.
Thanks. You too.
Casey manages to get the dub, first place of the splits. The last play was not a fluke. They're actually goated. G2 are not good enough, but they're still really good. Still top 4 of the league really easily. Probably top 3, maybe top 2. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with the games next week.